Hello. Hi. I was really debating on if I should ever upload the speed build. The speed build is a Marina and Pearl from Splatoon speed build if they lived in the Sims 4 apartments, I guess. This is an eco lifestyle apartment, and the thing is I've been sitting on this speed build for a long time. Like, this is an old build. Um but as of November 4th, Thursday, November 2nd, I'm pretty sure. Um, it got revealed that on the 7th of December there will be a pretty much landlord apartment. Like, you can make your own apartment, like pack, which is kind of weird that it's its own pack, but whatever. But that's super exciting because that opens up to so many possibilities. But right now in the build, I removed everything in the apartment. It's an ugly apartment. I'm sorry, and I've decided that I'm just gonna reformat everything. So I'm relighting everything because it's a very dark apartment. Eco lifestyle has some eco lifestyle doesn't really have good lighting. And maybe it's just where the apartments are. I don't know, but I'm rebuilding everything. I'm working on the kitchen area. Kitchens, I feel like we never really see a Splatoon kitchen, you know? Like, I feel like that's never and I guess it makes sense. But I felt like, okay, so Marina and Pearl, they're idols. So of course they're gonna have a lot of money. And Pearl, she's not, she's a rich kid. And she does do that a lot. But I feel like, I don't know. I feel like she likes extravagant stuff. But also it's sometimes she likes keeping on the down low. I don't know. That's why they live in an apartment. Also, canonically, Marina mentions that she lives in an apartment, and her landlord is a narwhal, which all mammals in Splatoon are supposed to be dead. So that's mildly funny. I also had to switch to actually being in the household. You could kind of see how Marina and Pearl's Sims look like. They're not the best done. I think I'm gonna download some CC for them because I don't know. I don't really like how they look. This kitchen does change later on, but for right now, that's just how it looks. And I think, okay, yeah. I don't know what I'm doing right now. I put on a platform, and then that gets put down again. I don't think that keeps as a platform, but Pearl and Marina's relationship, I feel like they're very wholesome, and I love them very much. And I felt like maybe like maybe in this world, like the Sims world, they became idols, but then they're we're gonna settle down because being an idol is stressful, and so that's pretty much how this started. And then of course I had the little terrace thing. That thing from, I think it's from the, what pack is that from? Oh, it's from Eco Lifestyle actually. That one I put it a lot of builds, but it blocks when it's not on a wall. It blocks a lot of space, and that's super annoying in my opinion. I don't know why it does that. You could put down the wall and it stays, and it's wow, okay. But I feel with Pearl and Marina, at least what I went with this build is they're both very modern. I feel that goes for a lot of Splatoon too. It's they're very modern. They like the current trends and stuff. And so I wanted to keep that type of feel with this apartment build, cuz that's just how they feel. I don't know. People that aren't into Splatoon, because this is a Sims 4 build, so I'm imagining people who will look up speed builds for The Sims 4 are gonna be what is a Splatoon? But so it's kind of odd. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going at with that. But I also gave them cat stuff because in Splatoon 2 you get okay, so in Splatoon 1 there's just Judd, and then in Splatoon 2 there's Little Judd, and he's a clone of Judd, but he's evil. But in the second game, he's mentioned to want to stab Judd in the back because Little Judd's he's very aware that he is a clone. and it's very sad. But so like he's very well aware. Also, I'm working on the living room right now. I wanted to combine the two color schemes of the two. Marina has a very like cool color palette compared to Pearl, who has a warmer color palette. This is a very common trend with Splatoon. That was only like mildly broken with Splatoon 3, because Splatoon 3 there's 3 idols instead of 2. But with the first 2 games, one idol would have a cooler color palette. Marie in the first game had a green color palette, which I guess that's kind of debatable if that's a cool green or not. Whatever. Compared to Callie, who had a pink color scheme, which is like very warm and very in your face. They also had like contrasting personalities. And then in Splatoon 2, Pearl is again like she's pink, but she has like pale hair. Also in Splatoon 1, Marie had like gray hair compared to Callie, who had black hair. And there's also a lot of jokes made by the community and in game about Marie having like grandma hair, quote unquote. But in Splatoon 2, Pearl has like white hair, and then like, it goes down to pink. And then in Splatoon 2, Marina has like brownish, like very dark hair, that goes down to like a magenta. Not a magenta. It's more of it's a teal. So like they kind of changed up the colors with that one. She's also like the first Octoling idol, and I think this was like before like it was announced that you would be able to play as an Octoling, because in Splatoon 1 it was data mined that the devs were planning on making like enemy Octolings playable, but they just like never went with it. And like there was, I think they even data mined that there were customizable options. Their main is like the biggest issue that seemed to that was the fact that there wasn't like male Octoling, like enemy Octolings. Also, I added little Pearl and Marina bears. I love that. I love that so much. And then I added cats for Judd and Little Judd. There's 2 cats. I imagine that Judd and Little Judd live together, even though I feel like it's a very, very bad idea. Because they're like, I don't know. But Little Judd, he's distant compared to Judd. Like, they have little, you know? Splatoon 2, it's Octo Expansion. A lot of people say Octo Expansion is hard. I bought Octo Expansion, like, way after Splatoon 3 released. Because I just, like, never was like, you know? Because I really never cared about playing as an Octoling. I still don't. I still play as an Inkling with, like, the default Splatoon 1 female hair. Because I'd like to have the long tentacles work in, like, the physics work in the Splatoon 3 game. Which is they just wobble around instead of being animated, which is a little bit boring that they're not animated. But the graphics. The graphics of Splatoon 3 are really well done. But, like, the physics, they're very, like, it's fun playing weapons that you have to move around a lot in. Like, just seeing the tentacles move around. It's very entertaining. They also have a cat. They have a lot of cat things. Because the thing is, in Splatoon, all mammals are dead. But in The Sims, not all mammals are dead. So it's like... So I went with, like, a lot of cat decorations. Because I feel like they're cat people. If that makes sense. I feel like... Also, that bathroom connects in 2 doors, which I think is cool. Also, skateboards. Skateboards are, like, really... Oh, it's an octopus skateboard. But, like, in Splatoon, specifically Splatoon 2, there's, like, a lot of, like, that skater aesthetic. Like, it's hard to specify people who don't know Splatoon, but it's, like, there's a certain, like, skater aesthetic. And when you look at the concept art for Splatoon 2, you get really that vision, like, yeah, this is skater culture, compared to Splatoon 1, which I think was, like, they went with a lot of different, like, concepts for Splatoon 1, because Splatoon 1 was, like, this new thing. Like, Nintendo was like, I don't know if we should have a new IP that's a shooter, you know? But, you know, they were testing the water with Splatoon 1, and it felt like they went with, like, a lot of, like, I don't know how to describe the style for Splatoon 1, but it was, like, a lot of, like, I don't know if I would say traditionally Japanese stuff. A lot of, like, Japanese, like, modern, like, pop culture, I'd say, compared to Splatoon 2, which is a lot of, like, American-ish, like, pop culture stuff. I feel like that's, like, the best way to put it, because Pearl and Marina are based off of Tupac and Biggie Smalls. I think Pearl is supposed to like represent, so in some of her like aesthetics and what she wears, Biggie Smalls, and what like I'll have to like show an image or something, because it's like it's very, or like have someone, oh, there's my notification, but like Pearl wears a crown and like a lot of rings, which is like a lot of like what is associated with Biggie Smalls, compared to Marina. Also, I added the lesbian flag because I love lesbians. I love my lesbian squids, and also the lesbian flag is so pretty. I love it so much. But compared to Marina, who's based off of Tupac, and you can kind of, I feel like Marina's is the most obvious, in my opinion. Like her inspiration off of Tupac, but I don't know. But like I like this bedroom a lot. I go into like a lot of detail with it. I feel like I go into a lot of detail with this whole apartment, because it's like they deserve a little special place. Also, they're rich, so they, of course they're gonna have like a fancy, like full to the brim apartment, even if it's like, I don't know how you would describe, I forget what the world for eco lifestyle is called, but it makes sense to me that they'd be fancy, even if like the neighborhood isn't really that fancy. But you know, I don't know. I feel I did a lot of like decorating for their bed. I am uncertain if I like how the curtains are, because the thing is, you don't even get to see the curtains a lot, which is like a pro if you're playing in the apartment, because like you don't have to worry about constantly having to like worry about the curtains. But it's also, I don't know. The curtains, they're pretty. Wait, not the curtains. The like railings that hold up the curtains, because when they're like the walls are down, you don't see the like little railing things, and that's annoying. Not the curtains. The curtains are just there. You can always see the curtains. My bad. But I decided for this bedroom to be like more warm, because this is like Pearl decorated the bedroom with like, there's gonna be like some cooler colors later on, and also in this bedroom. But Pearl got to decorate the bedroom compared to Marina, who got to decorate like that little side office. I'll be decorating the side office, I think, pretty soon. I just went really ham on decorating this bedroom, because decorating bedrooms is so fun, but it's also like really expensive, but it's super fun, honestly. I also put a lot of plants, because like without mammals, like, okay, so the Sims 4, like, humans are mammals, so like mammals aren't extinct in the Sims 4, but in Splatoon, like, they are, so you have to, like, for decorations, you have to kind of work around not adding things that have mammals on them, and it's like, it's very weirdly difficult, but also not, because I guess like that makes sense. I don't know. Also, one of the bad thing with apartments is, while this was like really fun to do, the windows suck for the eco lifestyle apartments. They're bad. I don't like them. Like, and the fact that you can't edit them is honestly why I'm super excited for the For Rent like pack to come out, because I want to make apartments. Also, with like the apartment thing, I don't know how that's gonna work, and I feel like most people don't, because it's like we don't know a lot about the pack. Like, it just got revealed, and it comes out in a month, so it's like we have to wait a week before the pack comes out. So like December like 1st, we have to wait and see like people who get the pack early to see how making the apartments work, because the thing is, they specified that you can make townhouses, and townhouses are like 2-story, so you can make 2-story apartments, question mark. So like, it's also, I added the trans flag because I really like the trans flag. But so it's like we don't know how it's going to function, and I feel like that's kind of scary, because the thing is, in the like blog post, right, we got to see kind of like, also, this is Marina's little office, because she's a nerdy girl and I adore her. So she gets her own little office. But I also headcanon that, like, I also like to imagine, because I feel like it's not headcanon if you know that there's Sims can do anything. I like to imagine that, like, Pearl, like, likes to hang out in Marina's office while Marina works on, like, nerdy stuff. We also have, like, a lot of nerd books for Marina, because I love her, and she deserves nerd books, because she's a nerdy girl. I need to stop, saying that so much. I feel like that's gonna get redundant, but like with the for rent pack, we don't know how it's gonna work, and that's scary because The Sims 4 is a very glitchy game, and I also have like a good amount of mods in my game, so it's very possible when For Rent comes out, it's just like, because I'm planning on buying the pack because it's really exciting, and I also like how they showed off on the trailer, like the stuff that they showed off, and also like building your own apartments is like a game changer in this game. So I'm most likely gonna buy it day one or like a few weeks after when Christmas rolls around. Also hopefully have a job by then because I need money and I am broke. But like it's based off of Thailand, which I think is really cool. Like I have follow a lot of Sims YouTubers and stuff on Twitter, and like I forget his name, but it's not even just him. But like, there's a lot of like Sims YouTubers that are like, oh my god, all of these references are so cool. Like a lot of Southeast like Simmers are like freaking out because they're like, oh my god, I know these things. Oh my god. And also a lot of The Sims 4 is like very American based, so I'm very glad, even as like an American simmer, that they're going like, you know what, we need to do better representation in our life sim game. We are going to reach out and like collab with people from different groups. Also, they collabed with, I forget his name, but they collabed with like a Southeast Asian like creative, and I think that's very cool. Like they collabed with them, and I think that is very cool. Like it should be like the standard, and they have been making it the standard for like collabing and like doing certain packs that have cultural references and things like that, or like based around a certain culture. So I think that's a very good step forward, and I'm very glad to see that. But also now we're working on the bathroom. The bathroom is kind of built weird, but I do get around like its weird shape. Like it's a weird shape. It's like a fun shape to work with, honestly. I don't think I've ever lived in a place with like a bathroom like that, but I did live in a place where there was a like Jack and Jill bathroom. So me and my siblings, we lived on opposite rooms, but in between our rooms there was a bathroom, and then of course I lived like, not lived, but my room was like near the master bedroom, which had its own separate bathroom, which was connected to the hallway. Actually, it kind of was like this bathroom, but it was connected to the hallway, but it was also connected to the like it was a trailer, so it was like the trailers are built kind of weird. But so like there was a Jack and Jill bathroom, which you can only get access from the bedrooms, and then there was the master bathroom, like bedroom bathroom, which could only be reached from the hallway and the master bedroom. It was a very like it was a very strange like setup, because the one like the door to the master bathroom like that led to the bedroom, like that one would always be locked because like, you know, but like it's weird to explain. Also, it's like, oh, here's me going through the house. But like, yeah, that bathroom was the last thing. I do make some last minute changes because there was like some things with the bathroom I didn't like. But like, here's me, like soon you'll be able to see me going through the apartment. It's a very nice apartment. I'm very happy with this apartment. But like right now, it's just me going through like making sure everything. I'm adding more decorations. So here's cat anatomy, because kitty cat, meow, 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 meow. Also, birds aren't extinct. So I think they make references to birds, like a decent amount in Splatoon. So I'd imagine like chickens are fine, because I feel like some of the food, I feel like a lot of food, not a lot, but like a good amount of food in Splatoon relies on chickens, because eggs. But I guess you could probably like assume that maybe, because Inklings and Octolings, I don't know, they're weird. because like they're smart. Like octolings are specified to be smart. But the thing is, so are inklings. Inklings just never really use that a lot because they go into creative spaces a lot more than like octolings who don't. I don't know. Anyways, here is the tour of the apartment. Also, Jed and little Jed are added in the household. I forgot to mention that.